Hey everyone, RcNickster here with you. Well, I figured I'm going to try this. This is going to be a little bit different for me. I've recorded everything and now I'm going to just voice over some of the build here. That is what I'm hoping is going to be the new driver, by the way. Depending, they say around a 6-inch figure is the one that's going to be able to fit in there okay. But we'll see if that's true or not. I think he's somewhere around 6, maybe a touch over. So these are the parts I'm going to be dealing with today. And I figured what better way to do this than bring you guys along as I kind of do my thing with this rig. We're converting it into the CJ7 from the base camp. So first thing first, we're going to remove all the base camp parts. So that means the front and rear bumpers. So I'm just removing the set screws for the front bumper there, cutting away the clips, holding the wires on for the lights. Lights were an afterthought. I put those in with just a little battery pack that I picked up. You'll see here now. I'll take it out and it'll be able to turn it on, turn it off. Alright, so on to the back bumper. So I've been looking forward to this build. I know that you know, there are going to be some issues with it. Look at the size of this bumper, man. It's a complete wraparound. It worked well with the base camp. Quite a bit different than the bumper that's going to go on there. Anyway, taking off the side rails there. I know that I've still got some issues to overcome. Number one being, I think that the transmission's going to interfere when I go to put the body on this thing, because I'm running a standard transmission as opposed to that 2-speed transmission there, those sliders there. So yeah, so we're going to have a little bit of interference there, and I'm not really sure of the steering servo at this point. If it's set up in the base camp the same as the way that the CJ7 is, you can see I'm taking out the body posts, which I know are going to be, I'm going to miss them, because from what I hear, this new system is going to be interesting to get clipped up underneath there. But I always did enjoy what Axial does with those, because you know, when you get down close and looking up underneath, if it's a nice tight fit, you're not getting all these big gaps, and I don't know, looks a little bit better. So we're looking at taking out the wheel wells here. Those are the tires that I picked those up on Amazon. Boy, am I ever happy with those tires. Anyway, so we'll go around, we'll remove all them tires, and then we'll start taking out them wheel wells. So far, of course, as expected, everything is just plug and play. It's an SCX10iii chassis, so I don't expect any real issues with it. Hopefully it'll run as well as the Jeep as it did as the base camp, because I'll tell you, that ran pretty darn well, and I'm pretty happy with that motor in there. I think it's a 35 turn, 35 or 55, I'm not sure. Anyway, so you can see taking out screws there. Again, very plug and play, no issues whatsoever. Something I realized as I was taking these out and putting the new ones on, the rears are almost identical. So, you know, you could almost get away with just getting the front ones. Of course, they sell them all as a package anyway, so you're kind of having to get them. But yeah, so again, couple of screws, they just pop off. Much easier than the ones we used to buy and put in there that Axial sold. So that pretty much takes everything out. So I think I started with those, yeah, that's right. So those are the wheel wells. The wheel wells really went together no problem, like I say, but where it goes onto the base plate there on the mid plate, I guess you'd call it, it has that little cutout where it comes up on a boss. So I had to actually, the screw holes didn't line up all that great, so I had to maneuver, clip about 1/16 of an inch actually off that. What's 1/16 of an inch? 60 thou, that's about a 1.5 millimeters, I suppose. I hear my music is on here, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit if I can. Here we go. So I'm going to do something like that. Alright, so yeah, so here we are, obviously putting all this stuff back on here. Again, the rear ones I had to clip a little bit off the plastic just so that it fit okay, and but again, it was no problem. So we look at the front and rear bumpers here. Now oh no, sorry, side rails. Side rails, that's a two-piece assembly. So you put the rail onto that skirt piece, and then you assemble it like you see what I'm doing there now. Looks pretty good. It looks like it has a capture for the body as well, so I always kind of like those. Doesn't make life very easy when you're trying to clip it in place though. So far so good. Something I realized, of course, when we went to put these front and rear bumpers on is that you've actually got to remove the front and that rear piece that the old bumpers were connected to. So that's that front and rear brace. This goes in, basically replaces that. And as you can see here, this is a two-piece assembly. One just plugs right into the other. And then you got a couple of screws just kind of holding those in place. And then that goes in and replaces that brace that you see that I've put over the top of there. So I've got the brace out and I've got the bumper in. Now we're looking at the back one actually. So we'll haul that one out. And as usual, it has those little pins in there with the screw, so it locks in place. Then you put the screw in. So that comes out, and then of course the bumper again is a two-piece assembly as well. And again, all plug and play here. So I see the two pins that the body is going to rest on eventually. Everybody just loves the fact that that's up there above the bumper, and it's pretty hard to get at from what I see of the reviews. And that just clicks in place like that. So here we go. So we did our bumper set, we did our rock sliders, and of course the inner fenders. And here it is. That's the chassis, pretty much done, I think. Now with and of course the base camp, there's the old body and all the parts that have been taken out. Guys, I appreciate it. Let me know what you think of this, and guess we'll catch you on the next one.